You've probably got one in your wallet or maybe loaded onto your phone right now. It seems simple, right? Just a quick way to grab your morning coffee. But what if I told you that little green card is actually one of the most brilliant financial engines in the world today? So let's get into it, because your coffee money is part of a multi-billion-dollar story that you have probably never heard before.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. That sounds kind of crazy. Starbucks sells coffee, right? Not checking accounts. But when you actually look at the staggering amount of customer money it holds, that line between coffee shop and bank gets, well, surprisingly blurry. Let's ask it again. Could your favorite coffee shop really be a financial institution in disguise?
And here it is. This is the number that changes everything. As of early 2024, Starbucks was holding over $1.8 billion of its customers' money on cards and in the app. To put that into perspective for you, that is more cash on hand than thousands of actual federally insured banks in the United States. This isn't just pocket change for lattes. This is a financial behemoth. So how on earth did they do it? To really understand this billion-dollar secret, we've got to go back to the very beginning. Because this was never, ever just about a simple piece of plastic.
Yeah, we've all seen this. It's the go-to birthday gift, a stocking stuffer, a quick thank you. But that iconic logo isn't just branding. It's actually the front door to a massive, closed-loop financial system that Starbucks controls completely.
This timeline really shows how it all unfolded. It kicked off way back in 2001 as a simple, reloadable card. Pretty convenient, a nice gift. But the real game changer? That came in 2009 with the mobile app. That one move started turning a piece of plastic into a legit FinTech platform. And now, today, that platform is a global beast, operating in 45 markets and weaving together payments, customer data, and their rewards program into one seamless, powerful engine.
And this gets us right to the core of their strategy. So let's break down exactly how this unofficial Bank of Starbucks really works.
At its heart, the Starbucks card is what's called a stored value wallet. The idea is incredibly simple. You give Starbucks your money now, and they promise you can get a coffee with it later. You're basically creating your own little private savings account where the only thing you can withdraw is a Frappuccino. Now, all that preloaded money, it actually has a name in finance. It's called float. And this is the total amount of money that customers, people like you and me, have put on our cards but haven't spent yet. Remember that $1.84 billion? That's the float. What that means is millions of us are giving Starbucks a giant, continuous, interest-free loan that they can use to run their business. It's just an incredible source of capital. And get this, there's another really clever piece to this puzzle. It's called breakage. This is literally the money from cards that get lost in a drawer or those tiny balances you just forget about. And believe me, it adds up. In the 2023 fiscal year alone, Starbucks made over $200 million in pure profit from money that customers loaded onto cards and then just never spent. But look, none of this financial wizardry would even be possible without some seriously sophisticated technology running the whole show behind the scenes. You know that simple moment at the register when you scan your phone and the payment just works? That seamless experience is just the very tip of a very large and very impressive technological iceberg. It's designed to feel effortless. And here's what's so crucial. Look at the tech they're using here. You see things like Kubernetes for managing everything at a massive scale. You see microservices, which lets them update little parts of their system without shutting the whole thing down. This is not the toolbox of a coffee company. This is the high-performance engine of a top-tier fintech firm. They've built a platform that can handle billions of dollars in transactions, securely and reliably all day, every day. So you have this brilliant financial model. You've got this powerhouse tech platform. But what does all that actually get you in the real world? Well, it gets you a level of customer loyalty that is pretty much the envy of the entire retail industry.
Just look at this. A staggering 60% of all the money spent at U.S. company-owned Starbucks stores comes from its rewards members. The system doesn't just make paying easy. It creates this powerful loop that keeps customers locked into their ecosystem and coming back over and over again. And the scale of this thing is just immense. As of early 2024, there were nearly 35 million active rewards members just in the U.S. alone. That's an enormous army of dedicated customers who have literally bought into the Starbucks world. So when you combine the payments made with a physical card with all the mobile orders, which are both powered by the same system, you're looking at nearly 3/4 of all their transactions. They have completely changed the way their customers pay for things. Okay, so what does this all mean for you?
And what does it tell us about where money itself might be headed next?
First off, a really crucial piece of advice. If you have a physical Starbucks card, you need to go register it on the app right now. Seriously. An unregistered card is basically like cash. If you lose it, that money's gone forever. But once you register it, your balance is protected. It's just like it would be in a real bank account.
This quote from the source material just sums it up all perfectly. They didn't just make a gift card. They built what's called a payments rail, a piece of core infrastructure. And that rail powers this amazing cycle of repeat business, valuable customer data, and just incredible brand loyalty. It is a masterclass in business strategy.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. The line between retail, technology, and finance is blurring faster than any of us realize. Starbucks proved that a company can build its own incredibly powerful financial world right under our noses. So the next time you scan your phone to buy something, maybe just ask yourself, who am I really banking with here? And what does that mean for the future of money itself?